Hi friends, good morning and welcome to Read Bible with me. Today I want to share with you my prayer journal setup with you. So before that, if you're having any prayer request, you can post in the comment section or even you can send to us privately in the Gmail ID. We will definitely pray for you guys. All the details are in the description box below. Please check it out. I will show you my prayer journal setup for 2019. So this is my planner actually. So I do have written a simple prayer journal in this planner. This is the simple one, easiest one. You can even do this or make this in your book and do it. So month, prayer and answered. So every month, so I written all the months here. You can see all the months I have written, and I added the prayer request. So this is just I write it down, all the prayer topics. That's all. It's nothing in detail or anything like that. So I'm just right, if it's answered or not. If it isn't answered, I will shift it to the next month and continue praying on that topic. So this is the simple one, and I will show you the detailed prayer journal now. This is my prayer journal setup for 2019. For some it might find unnecessary, for some it might find helpful. For me it's really going to be helpful because I like to pray for everyone and I do forget many things. So to avoid that, I like to write it down, and also for it's a guidance for me for how to pray or how I should what are things I should do or I should look at in prayer, and I don't want to miss any of those. So that's why I do this. I made this as a prayer journal. I did praise, as you know, as usual we pray. I do praise, but I never did like this. I found this as useful from YouTube, so I made it my own. My prayer journal. So I found this quote: "We have to pray with our eyes on God, not on the difficulties." Oswald Chambers. So I found this quote. I really like that, so I took it down as the heading for my prayer channel. Next is I like to record a few prayers here, a few Bible verses here about prayers to help me to have a positive energy to do prayers for my friends. And also I want to tell you, I do have a printout format for this. I will add that blog address in the description box. You can find that blog address. When you go there, you will see a bluish icon, a bluish underline sentence in the blog. So there you will get this printout. You can, when you click there, it will directly take you to download. So just download that and you will get this printout. So this you can even, so especially if you're a student, if you are a busy person, this would be a good idea. Even you can carry this with you wherever you go, and you can just look it and do a prayer, or even you can just write it down and do the prayer or anything. So the Bible verses are Jeremiah 33:3. Call to me and I will answer you and tell you great and unsearchable things you do not know. 1 John 5:14. This is the confidence we have in approaching God, that if we ask anything according to His will, He will hear us. And 1 Chronicles 16:11. Look to the Lord and His strength, seek His face always. The first one is emergency prayer request. So this is anyone who needs an emergency, who requested for an emergency prayer. I write it down. So here I just write down my thoughts. So like, remember, people tell you to pray because they need support. So always pray when someone says please pray. So that's just prayer notes, quotes for me. So you can also write down why you want to pray for someone. That you can write here as emergency prayer request. So I do make a note on few things. So I just started writing this. So I'm not yet filled or did any doodles or anything like that. So just it's simple. I just had started out. So I do made some prayers. I know that I need prayers for, and also the requests which I got. So I do write it down, and I like to know a Bible verse here. So these are the Bible verse about prayers. God will take care of everything you needed. Philippians 4:99. The Lord who heals you. Exodus 15:24. So this is a prayer request for a surgery. So I like to note down the Bible verse. So There are many benefits. I will learn about the Bible verse, and also I will be able to pray for the person with this Bible verse. So that's why I wrote it down. Then next is wife prayer. So because I'm a wife, I've found that I should do a wife, I should pray for myself. So it's not just simply go pray according to my thoughts. It's not just like that. It's like we should pray according to what God says. So as a guidance, I would like to keep all the Bible verses about how the wife should be. So these are the Bible verses I'm not going to read, but I will tell you the chapter: Ephesians 5:22-23, 1 Timothy 2:9-15, and this is another beautiful Bible verse about wives, Proverbs 31:10-31. So this is a beautiful verse. It's like a poem actually. So I wrote it down and I marked those. Just how the character we should, as a wife, should have: noble, good, do not harm, work, merchantship, like a merchant ship, get up at early, provide food for family and servants, work, be arms, strong arms, holds, grabs, as like that. So that these all are my guidance for while praying. And also I find out an article in the internet that how a wife should pray. So this is I like it. I really like it. So I copied down in here. Seek God first, speak faithfully, show true beauty, stay humble, serve the Lord. Yeah, so this is the guidance. So there are Bible verses for that and some little guidance about that. So these all are my my guidance while praying. So if you are interested, you can also find it out. It's the 2nd January morning. I wrote it down how I should be or how I should do today. So this is the morning I wrote it down. So evening I will do the prayer, or I will pray, or I will write it on the prayer. So how I feel, I will definitely do that way. And so the next is husband prayer. So wife should definitely pray for her husband for sure. So this is also a article I found in the internet. So I really found it's very good as a guidance to pray for your husband. So pray for his work, pray for his heart, soul and mind, pray for healing from the past, pray for courage, pray for his leadership, pray for wisdom and finances, pray for a heart for the Lord, pray for his speech, pray for his friendship, pray for your husband to be a good father. So yeah, there's a guidance, and I found that one more guidance. I will share that with you later some other time. I like to keep this as a guidance for my daily prayers. So yeah, I can write it down, my prayer or something I want to pray for my husband. I can note it down and I can do a prayer, or I can write it down the prayer, or even I can write down the Bible verse for that prayer and then do prayer. So this is also a very good guide. Then next is kids prayer. So of course, if you're a mom, you should pray for your kid. So how to pray for your kid means that we cannot pray as how we wish. So it may not be right. So first page, you saw that Bible verse. You pray according to his will. So we should pray according to his will, not ours. And only he will hear us. So that's why I like to make note of all these things so that I can pray what God says. Okay, so that's kids prayer. It's also an article. So yeah, it's just a guidance for me. Next is church prayer. Everyone should pray for your church for sure. So I'd like to pray for my church. So I do have this is also another article, and there are Bible verses here. So according to that, I can do a prayer, I can write it down, and I can do the prayer. And also if there is any prayer request, someone is sick in the church, or any exams of students, anything I can do, write it down and pray for them. Then prayers for family. So this is for my extended family, for all the family members who needs prayer. I like to pray for them simply. Even I can, if there is no prayer request from the family, definitely still I can pray for everyone. So I can write all their names and do remember everyone in my prayers. Then prayer about thoughts. This comes to the complete personal thing. Prayer about thoughts. Whatever I am thinking, whatever is my thought, or any personal prayer, I can write it down. Other than the which you saw, anything I can write it down, and even I can differentiate which are the thoughts is according to God, which are the thoughts according to the world. So everything I can differentiate, and I can cancel those thoughts which is not good, which is wrong, or which is sinful. I can cancel those thoughts, and I can think properly, and I can do prayer for all my thoughts. So for everything I do wrote down the Bible verse. Sorry, I didn't show you to read that Bible verse from here. Okay, so for prayer for family, there is pray without ceasing. 1 Thessalonians 5:17. Then prayer about thoughts. Dear children, let us not love with words or speech, but with actions and in truth. 1 John 3:18. So that's why I wrote the prayer about thoughts. So yeah, I definitely wrote down the definitely wrote down the date, and by the end of the day I will rewind my day, and I will think what are the thoughts I had. I will write it down, and I will differentiate that good thoughts, bad thoughts, and whichever I should cancel, I will cancel, and I will pray for make me good to think godly, and I will pray for all the thoughts which is good and which is really needed according to God's will. Then I will definitely pray for that too, and I will definitely pray for my bad thoughts, that I should never get that thought again, or even I can even ask sorry to God, and I can even confess to God everything. I can write it down here. Then next is dreams prayer. So everyone have dreams. So which is long-term dream, short-term dream. So every dream you can write it down. So I wrote the Bible verse: trust in the Lord with all your heart and lead not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your paths right. So I would like to write down all my dreams, which can be long-term, short-term, or any dreams. I would like to write it down, and I would like to do a separate prayer for those dreams. So I do write it down. So these are my dreams. Actually, it's a long-term achievable dream. So I do write it down those, and I will pray. Write down some Bible verse, and I will definitely pray for those daily. And then YouTube prayer. So this is for my personal channel. This is for my YouTube channel. So this YouTube is my job. So I would like to, we should pray for our jobs too. So I would like to do a prayer for my job. So my Bible verse is: commit to the Lord whatever you do, and He will establish your plans. So I would like to make a note of the YouTube prayer I wanted to do, and yeah, I would like to pray for that, do hard work to achieve all those YouTube plans, dreams, and everything, and then pray for that. Then next is YouTube prayer request. So this is for this channel. So we are requesting for any prayer request. So we would like to pray for everyone. When we are praying for ourselves or our family, we would like to pray for you guys too, because when you are part of this channel, you are part of our family. So definitely we like to pray. That's why I made another different special paper for you to prayer request. Therefore confess your sins to each other and pray for each other, so that you may be healed. The prayer of a righteous person is powerful and effective. So that's why I made this, so that if any requests come, I can write it down here, and I can make a Bible verse for them and do a daily prayer for them, and so that I won't miss anyone. Whomever is sending the prayer request, I can pray for them. Then next is ministry prayer. So it's the responsibility of a believer, whomever is not even doing any ministry, especially it's responsible of you to pray for all the ministry works. Even if you're not doing any ministries work, you can still pray for them. So that's why I do read ministry prayer. The harvest is plentiful, but the labors are few. Therefore pray as earnestly to the Lord of the harvest to send out labors into His harvest. The ministry. So my grandfather is an evangelist. He's an evangelist. So I already wrote down his, and also one of our the church. There is a minister. There's an evangelist from our church in here. So I wrote down his name too. And I know there are a few more people in our church in here, those who do ministry, teachings, and also I wanted to write down all their names. So, and I wanted to do a special prayer for everyone, these people, especially, and also everyone in general. So that's why. So I don't want to miss any of those. That's why I wrote out their names. I will definitely write some verse for those, and I will do a prayer for them. Then next is thanking God. So before coming to here, if you are not a married person, if you are still a bachelor, you can even add prayer for your husband. We should, or pray for your wife. You should do a prayer for the husband and pray for your wife. So everyone should pray how your husband should be, in spiritual part, and also you can add those paper too. And also you can add, if you're a student, you can now pray for your studies and all. You can write down that, and you can write a Bible verse, and you can pray for, if you are a student with having some difficulties to study some subjects, you can write down, especially not that subject, and you can write down what are the difficulties you are facing, and you can write down the Bible verse to support those, and then pray for those too. So that's also a good idea if you are not a family person yet, if you're a bachelor yet, or even if you're a student yet, you can write down all those things. So when you come to pray for your husband or wife, you can write down one or other things you want from your husband or wife first, then make a find out how we should pray to God from Bible. So find out that and write the Bible verse, and then pray to God. So that's a good idea if you are bachelor or a student. The next is thanking God. So even if your prayer is answered, or even if your prayer doesn't answer, you should thank God, because prayer, it's not just our request God answering. God is answering every day of our life. I mean, God is keeping us safe every day. God is giving us foods every day. God is giving us clothes every day. God is giving us a house. God gives us a good climate, rain, drought, everything every day. So we should thank to God for each and everything for that. So give thanks in all circumstances, for this is God's will for you in Christ Jesus. So we should give thanks to God for each and everything. And maybe we should have to give thanks to for our family members, something, anything. We should definitely give thanks. It's not just thanking God for answering the prayer. It's not just that. We should thank our God for our life and others' life too. So you can write. Also, I wrote down the date. So I will write down, by the end of the day, I will write down all the good things or even bad things I have got in my life, and I would like to thank God for that. You should thank God for the bad things too, because God has made you more stronger and more close to God. So you should thank for God bad things too, not just for good things. Then last one is answered prayer. So I like to note down all the prayer which is answered. I would like to note down especially, and so that I know how much has been answered, how much I should do hard work to do a prayer. So but truly God has listened. He has attended to the voice of my prayer. So we should definitely note down which are the things God has answered, so that by the end of the day or end of the month or end of the year, we will know how careful God is about us. Even for a simple matter, simple thing, God cares about us. So we will know, we will be able to see all those things if you write down the answered prayer. So this is my prayer journal setup. So I didn't add this the husband, pray for husband, and pray for studies and all, because of course I'm not a student or a bachelor. So I am at the second stage. I'm in the next level. I'm a married person, so that's why I didn't write down those. But if you are a bachelor or a student, you can add those, and you got this. I told you how you can write it down. Okay, so this is my 2019 bullet journal setup. If you like to follow this, you can definitely follow this. I added I will add the print link or the blog link in my description box. You can find the printout from the blog. You can get the prints, and you can even buy a file like this and make a paper or a file like this, and so that you can pray divinely or elaborately for everyone. If you want to do only a simple prayer journal, you can definitely follow this one. So this is also a simple one, just for every month. So you can write down like this. Even you can write it down like this. I never had a print for this. So if you like to have a print for this too, let me know. I will do it for you happily. So yes, so this is the prayer journal setup. I wanted to show it for you. So I really recommend doing this, because our life are so busy that we might miss many, or we may not be able to pray as God says. So we should pray as God says. That's why I read that Bible was here. We should pray according to His will. So we might think, okay, I'm praying according to His will, but it may not be. So to find out that, you need to take the Bible verse from the Bible, then you have to pray. So you might forget the Bible verse. I forget Bible verse most of the time. Not just Bible verse. I forget many things, even names of people, and all. I'm having forget problem. I'm having memory problem, I guess. So I like to make a note of all of those things, and then pray accordingly So yeah, when you do start doing this, it might at the starting it might be a time consuming thing, but by if you practice that regularly, by 1 month definitely you will get a grab over this, and you will get a grab over this, and you'll be able to do all those things. So this is my prayer journal setup for 2019. I want to share it with you, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you will start doing a prayer, concentrate God's will prayer to God, and then you will do a prayer journal, and I will show you this prayer journal in between the journey of this YouTube. I will definitely show you that how this is going and everything. So yes, so this is all about the prayer journal. And also I want to tell you, I didn't do a two language video for this prayer journal setup. So if you would like to see all this in Malayalam, so it may be difficult, but I will try to do it for you for sure. So the printouts are also in English. I'm feeling that you will be comfortable with the English. So if you really want a Malayalam setup for this printouts, let me know. I will do it for you. I will definitely do it for you guys. I will add all the Malayalam version for this one, and then I will add that printout for that in the blog. But if you request, then only I will do, otherwise I will stick to only English. And if one person asks, I will do it. So yeah, that's another thing I want to tell you. So that's all I want to tell you, or I want to show you. Until I will see you in my next video. Until then, bye bye. Have a wonderful, great day.